So local color is the basic color that something is. Local color can refer to the intrinsic color of something or to the color of something as it is in absolutely neutral daylight. Like if I asked you what color an orange is, that would be pretty easy. You would say orange. But here you see a circle that is orange, but that is not ever how an orange actually looks. You'll always have a light source, and you'll have shadows, reflections coming off of surfaces. So really every situation is different in terms of identifying and rendering colors. And to do that accurately, you need to do careful observation of color and match that color when you're painting. So in real life, color is always relative. Relative or subjective color means the color something is when you're looking at it in a particular environment with particular lighting. This is a still life by William Kaff, 17th century Dutch painter. Dutch painters did a lot of interesting still lives. But you can see there's local color, there's color that things are, but it's influenced heavily by the lighting and the reflective surfaces, the transparencies, and other relative or subjective elements. Look at the sheet right here. Look at all of the blues, and you can see a little bit of the reds showing through that are reflective of the background sheet on the table. Those are not local color. You can see a lot of colors that are almost opposite. In fact, opposite, complementary colors. Like look at the blues in the fruit or whatever it is that's sitting on top of the sheet. Here's another close-up of the image. Excuse the low resolution, but you can see all of the different kinds of colors that are occurring in the reflections and the reddishness of the vase as it's reflected from the glass that's in front of it with the red liquid, wine I assume. The blues in the shadow area all over, the general warm and muted colors, and you can see reflective color on the bottom of a lot of the elements like the fruit or whatever it is that's on the white sheet. You can see the light part on the bottom, and that's light reflecting back from the sheet as a secondary light source. So some things can be cast in warm light. This is from the animated movie Klaus on Netflix. And this is separate than color harmonies. Notice this is not all warm colors, right? The guy here is dressed in blue, which is a cool color, but the light itself is warm. And that creates a definite certain feeling. The character appears to be in a new environment and nervous about it, but the warm light conveys a sense of safety and welcome and kind of tells us that the character has nothing to be afraid of. Here's cool light from the movie Soul by Pixar. If you haven't seen it already, I highly recommend the movie. But anyway, you can see all the blue tones. And again, there's warm colors, right? The yellows, but cool light. Cool light often can be considered kind of dreary or desolate, but in this case, it's more meant to convey an otherworldly kind of feeling. And of course, the same objects, here's my sample still life, and it's cast in warm light and cool light, right? So you can have the same subject matter, and it can be rendered in colors that are different than each other, based on the kind of lighting that you have. And since you've already set up your still life and your lighting source, you just want to pay careful attention to what color things actually appear to be. Like looking at this apple right now, it's actually pretty purplish. If we were just to sample that color, it would be really in the purple range, even though we know apples are red. But the purplish color looks right to us because it's consistent with the rest of the lighting. Also, colors appear differently based on what they're next to. These green rectangles are both exactly the same color. They're both exactly the same saturation and value, but they look pretty different because of what they are surrounded by. That's known as simultaneous contrast. So not only does the lighting change what color something appears to be, but also colors can appear to change based on what they are next to. So really, it just takes careful observation. I like this image from 1645 because it is an observational still life, carefully observed, but it also has a made-up landscape in the background, and it's called still life with imaginary view. But even though there's an imaginary view, look at the image and the still life and the colors, and look at the color of the lemon in the center bottom. That yellow color is a very greenish gray, really. And again, if you were to sample that with the Photoshop eyedropper, it would not be yellow. but it looks right because of the lighting and the context and the consistency of the lighting. So observation is super important in recording color because it's relative in virtually every lighting situation, and you can't make up or know what color something is. You have to look and identify it. And if anything, forget what you think it's supposed to look like or what color it's supposed to be. There are 3 components of color. Value is what we studied before, dark to light. Hue is what color it is, the basic intrinsic color. And saturation is how intense or pure the color is or how grayed out it is. And if you're painting with physical paint, you can mix the complementary color, the color opposite on the color wheel, and that will neutralize the color or help to desaturate it. And again, all of those components depend on the specific lighting situation. Tints are color plus white, and shades are color plus black. I also will have a link showing you a video about color and emotion. Saturated, bright colors feel really different than desaturated colors. Warm colors feel very different than cool colors. You're going to save as your black and white value study, and you're going to add color to it, observational color, still paint from life, still use the same consistent light source, and carefully build up layers of color in Photoshop, matching the colors that you see and recording them as best you can.